You weren't there.
Because I wasn't there. I was getting myself some water. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome.
Gotta keep hydrated, you know? Like, I forgot to drink today, so I was just getting a glass of water. Hi, guys.
Hi. Hello, everybody. So today we're assembling, hello, June. We're assembling a strawberry shortcake. But, you know, it's loose interpretation of strawberry shortcake.
Yes. I couldn't find any strawberries. So those of you who actually followed us on Baking Me with my BFF on Instagram, you've probably seen Instagram stories where I'm showing you an ice cream. I was planning on making ice cream cake, strawberry shortcake ice cream cake. It was such a great idea, but I didn't really have enough time because I started this morning, and you have to let the strawberry layer chill for like 6 to 8 hours. So I only let it chill for 2 hours. I do have footage to prove it, and I started assembling it. Hey, Ems, and it was still so soft. So I had to switch gears, and I'm going to make my first strawberry shortcake full cake.
Cake?
Poke, it's a poke. You have to poke the cake.
Perfect. Well, you know what?
If anyone made poking, I will have some questions between because it is my first time making it. So we'll see.
Well, I think it's actually refreshing for people to see that, you know, this is the reality, that things don't always work out, even for what is, you know, people think, oh, it's always.
We were two different grocery stores, so they had lots of cherries, but you know, I couldn't really disguise cherry as a strawberry. That would be difficult. So I ended up getting. I'm so thankful I got strawberry ice cream and frozen strawberries.
Perfect. So tell us where you guys are watching from.
Yes. What did you guys? How did you start today? How is your day going?
My day is pretty good. I had more success. These are my strawberries.
I'm so jealous. If I could read through the screen, I would.
These are my strawberries. So I went to the grocery store, and what happens with us though, it's the farmer does a kiosk right outside the grocery store. And so you do your errands, and then when you come out, you can pick up your fresh, like they have fresh produce outside. I don't know what the deal is.
In a big cart, or do you have to pick?
No, they're picked, but like they must have some arrangement with the grocery store. Anyway, and so
here, yeah, like I said, no strawberries. So lesson learned. We did have lots of in May. Hi guys, hi everyone. So I wanted to tell you today I am buying a motorized scooter. Today I tried one, and it was so fun. I nearly killed myself. You know, we have rock behind us, and it was so powerful. I was just trying. Somebody brought it for me so I could test it out, and it's so powerful. 35 kilometers per hour, which is somebody do the math for the miles.
When I was 14, my father bought me a scooter. So I drove a scooter for probably 2 years in the summer, obviously. And mine was 150 cc. So mine went 150 kilometers an hour.
That is fast. I mean, I'm a little older than 14, but I'm so excited.
Well, hello, Brenda. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Do you recognize Brenda?
Brenda, sure that. Yes, I recognize Brenda. Hey, if we were downstairs, I would show you how I recognize you. It's my mat has gotten some tears in it. I was looking.
Brenda's the inventor of the dough easy mat.
Yes. Around the edges, there is some tearing there, but I've been using the mat for, I would say it's coming in 2 or 3 years, it's going to be 10 years.
Really? It's been that long? She's been
2014 maybe? 2000, well, okay, I made 7 years maybe then. I'm doing, like I said, I had a really fun day. I was trying on a scooter, I wasn't trying,
Hi, Julie. So is anybody joining us? Did anybody bake last night and prepare for today?
I know it's very
last minute, but
everything last minute, and I had to change my plans. But you just gotta roll with the punches. Yes. Amber also has her dough easy mat, and it comes with it comes with the rolling guides. Buenos dias. Not yet. Today though, like, okay, you're gonna call, like, okay, I'm not gonna say it, I guess, because I will, like, I always thought vale, right? It means okay. I thought it is vale, pronounced vale, and it's not. It's actually vale, but it sounds like vale, like vamos. Vamos. It's like, what's vamos? I can't remember, but it's not B. It's pronounced with B.
Oh, I
did not know that.
And yes, Jeremy, that is exactly what we're talking about.
Yes, he just bought it last month, I think, right, Jeremy, or sometime recently.
Nancy's gonna bake after.
Don't forget to send us pictures, guys. We love to see your pictures, and we'll be sharing them. Yes, but the vale, I mean, how is it pronounced? That's what I mean. Well, nevertheless, we are here to bake today. So who is starting? I need to put something in a freezer so it has time to
I can quickly so I'll turn on my camera. So what I wanted to do here, I'm going to show you my pictures. So first thing I'm going to show you, so in Quebec, our season is long. We have all kinds of greenhouses and all kinds of different, I mean, downtown, we've got greenhouses on the buildings and everything. So we have strawberries pretty much the whole season. And I decided to put them in stemless wine glasses. And I'm going to be using this cream here. That's a brand here. And it's lactose free. I'm lactose intolerant. If you've never had this product, it doesn't taste any different than regular cream. Really no difference whatsoever. I don't notice a difference. Hello, Donna.
Yes, thanks for joining us.
Hello. So I baked the cake yesterday with Han. So I'm going to add, I guess, this camera. And let me just pull it out of the fridge. So yesterday we were chit-chatting and mine got a little browner than maybe I would have liked. My area is slightly small to have all the gear that I have. I just bought these stemless wine glasses and I might break one today. Who knows?
No, I like those. I have to say, I actually prefer stemless ones.
Oh, I forgot my cutting.
You can kind of relax. I feel like I don't have to worry about it breaking.
So yesterday, you put flour and oil on your parchment paper. I never do that, and I just want to show. Like, look, here's my parchment paper. I mean, it doesn't.
Would have probably also worked, but I'm just like, it's a paranoia or something.
Okay, I'm just saying.
I'm just so used to it. You don't have to, unless your brand is finicky and gives you trouble. That I would. Or I would do it like for this cake. It's probably not necessary, but when you're baking a pound cake and it takes longer to bake, I feel like it gives it an extra protection so it doesn't dry out.
So I'm just gonna cut like this much of it. And if you're, let's say you're, you don't have to make it all. You can freeze what's left. I'm just gonna cube like this part of it. But you don't have to use up all your cake. You can kind of take only part of it. Because strawberry shortcake's not a thing that lasts very nice. Like I find that it gets soggy and gross. You have to eat it like quickly. I don't know. Some people maybe like it when it's soaked for a while. I personally like it when the cake isn't so wet.
Well, actually, I do like soaked.
Yeah, I don't like it. So that's the great thing about baking.
Do you like tiramisu?
What did you say?
Do you like tiramisu?
I'll have it occasionally, like if I, in certain occasions, but it's never something I've made.
No, oh gosh, I love that kind of stuff when it's like the ladyfingers soaked in.
So I'm just cubing it with a bread knife.
But it works great. That's what I usually use. Maybe if it was soaked in alcohol, you would like it.
Julie. Maybe. I could have the alcohol just in a cup though, with my dessert.
Yes. I was actually thinking that with my strawberry syrup, I made strawberry syrup with to make the pumpkin, that I could easily put like some red wine. I had red wine by the stove. I was so tempted, but I'm maybe planning on giving it to the neighbor's kids. So I was like, okay, therefore they should probably not be drinking.
Maybe. That's maybe a good one.
That's a big maybe, huh?
I'm gonna move this. I've got my crumbs. So I actually I cut up all my strawberries already, and I put maple syrup to sweeten them. They're in the fridge, and I'm just gonna whip my cream. And that's another thing. I don't find that
I'm going to start actually with, well, no, I guess I'm not, because I need to whip 3 whipped creams.
3.
Well, you know how I like to complicate things.
Sure. Well, do you want to whip first?
So now, well, I need to pipe it then.
So do I do mine first then?
Yes, you do yours. I just thought it would kill the same, the noise.
Well, it's up to you. If you want, we can put the cameras side by side.
I could actually do it. Like, I will just do it. It's fine. Oh,
there.
I have to add gelatin, so subject I have to talk about. Okay, you go.
Well, you can start setting up your stuff. So I'm measuring out a cup of the cream again, because I don't like it when it's like whipped and sitting around. So I rather whip it fresh. So I'm just going to whip half of my container, and then if I have my leftover cake.
I will only interrupt you once, because this is going to take a while. So let me just add my video so you guys can see. Okay, so this is Mar and this is me. All right, this is me. Thumbs up. Okay.
This is you.
So here I've got some water. This is cold water, and I'm going to put 4. I'm going to talk about the gelatin after I'm done with this, but it takes 5 or 10 minutes for it to kind of bloom.
So I'm going to start my mixer. I'll turn off my sound.
Can you, I guess guys can hear me. So I hope you guys can hear me. So I'm adding 4 sheets of gelatin into cold water. And we're going to let it soften about 5 to 10 minutes. And then I will continue. Okay, so this is done. So I'm going to set this aside. Marlyn is still whipping away her beautiful, delicious, lactose-free heavy cream. She can. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, it was confusing. I wasn't sure whether she cut me off as well. So I used the sheet gelatin because it's quite hard to source powder gelatin, and in the US, I've always used powder gelatin. But ever since I used sheet gelatin, I don't think I will ever go back. I find it tasteless, there's no odor. Sometimes in granulated gelatin, I would find that there is some kind of odor, and I didn't like that. And so, yeah, that's why I think I'm going to stick with the sheet gelatin. And it is fairly easy to use. I know when I've heard of it before, I would be always worried that I'm going to do something wrong, but it's so easy to use. And it's actually, I find that it dissolves nicer than granulated gelatin. Sometimes when I work with granulated, I would still have some graininess even after it was dissolved, so you're not risking that. And it sets really nice. It sets really fine. And the ratio, I think it's very controversial. Everybody uses a different. The one I have here is, so gelatin, like when you talk about gelatin, we say you need to bloom the gelatin, and then also gelatin gelatin comes in different grades of bloom. And that means that basically is a measure that is used to mark the strength of gelatin and firmness. So this is 250 bloom. Yes, this is 250. I also have another one. This is Dr. Edgar, which is super popular, and this one is 240 bloom. So it says this is type B and 250 is type 1. Now the controversial about it is that like one envelope of gelatin, it's about 2 teaspoons up to 2.5 teaspoons, and then it's from 3 to 5 sheets per gelatin for the envelope. So you have to kind of develop your own ratio, which works for you. For me, it's about 3.5 sheets, and it's this sheet that I use. This is about 3 inches by 5 inches, and I've also used these on my cookies, Christmas ornaments. And I plan on using it for a gingerbread house because it makes for the beautiful, beautiful windows. All right, so how is your cream?
Whipped cream literally everywhere.
Well, as expected, huh?
Well, the thing is normally I would have like put a little bit of a cover, but now you're trying to show inside the bowl. I've got it on the camera. I've got it everywhere.
Okay, I have to be careful not to whip it too.
So my cups are a bit dirty.
My mom, she would always whip gelatin in like a really tall glass. And she would have a different beater that was like a long beater. It had a long reach, so she would beat it inside of a tall glass, and it wouldn't get everywhere.
Yes. So I'm adding strawberries in the bottom, again, because I don't like my stuff soggy. So you do it the way you want. If you want to have your cake and then put your strawberries on top so it soaks in the cake, do it that way. I personally don't like that. So I'd rather have my strawberries. Then I put whipped cream, which protects the cake from the juice, which I find unpleasant. I know but I don't like it.
Okay, it's okay.
And that's the great thing about doing stuff yourself. You can tweak the recipes exactly. So you're trying to not get, like you want to try to keep the glass as clean as possible, if that makes sense.
I mean, you could use a large funnel if it comes to that,
Yeah.
You be super, super finicky about that. You know what I like about these glasses, and I need to get those. I like those desserts where you kind of handle them, and you let it
Yes.
Let's say you're doing chocolate mousse and then strawberry mousse, and it's like on a diagonal. It's really, really cool.
Monologue for a second. I'm going to whip
it. Okay, another monologue. Okay, guys, so what's going on? Nobody's commenting, so I want to hear what are your plans for the weekend. I know it's only Tuesday, but you gotta have some plans. I'm gonna be looking for the scooter. I want to get a pink scooter, and I was told that I could also paint it, so that should be really interesting. All right, so let's see what this is doing. Oh, look, this is fun. If you have young children, this is something they could like play with, because it's like it has like a really funny texture once it absorbs the water. You should always dissolve gelatin in cold water. If you do it in hot water, then the outside of it will swell up and the water will not get in the middle. So that's not ideal. So you always want to use cold water and then add gelatin to warm liquid to dissolve it completely, and never boil anything with gelatin because it will basically destroy the properties of it.
So I'm sorry, I removed you for a second just to show from the different angles. So now I've got it in a piping bag, and it's just so that it doesn't gunk up my glass. And it's the easiest way to get the whipped cream in there and keeping everything tidy, right? And then you're just putting in.
You really don't like any, even the slightness of it.
I like it all together in my mouth, but I don't like it wet. I would
not like poke cake.
I would not like poke cake.
I feel like it's very wet. I had to watch some videos on how they are making it because I wasn't all the videos I've seen, all the recipes, they include gelatin in a syrup.
Oh yeah.
They actually use strawberry jello, but I don't have jello. I'm gonna be using real stuff.
So I'm making 4, and it looks like I don't even have enough. whipped cream for 4.
Did you use 1 cup?
I did. Because, I mean, we're a family of 4 at my house, so I didn't want to have a ton of leftovers. So it's not going to turn out as much whipped cream as I would have wanted. So I guess I would have to make my whole container.
Are you allergic to yogurt?
I have it. I bought 2 containers of it. It's just I hate, again, I don't like whipped cream that sits whipped.
I mean, like if you don't have enough whipped cream and it doesn't, like you're piping now, but if you're not planning on piping, whipped cream folded in with even like really thick Greek yogurt like Chobani or any like sour cream, it is delicious. It's like little creaminess and it's really nice. So yeah, everybody, Teresa is making bridal showers, first time. You got this. You will rock it. Don't worry. Upside down shortcake, bridal shower cookies. It will be the first. Upside down strawberry shortcake. Wow, that sounds yummy.
That sounds interesting. Upside down strawberry shortcake.
Sally is here. Hi, Sally. So Sally wants to make cookies with a plant decoration called burning bush. Isn't the burning bush like red? It looks like hearts, the flowers. I don't know. Well, let us know how it goes, Sally.
So I'm going to put them in the fridge, and actually, while you're working, I'll whip more whipped cream to put on top.
So you don't like bread pudding either?
No.
So see, I gotta start taking notes because when you come for a visit, I have to make sure that I make you something that you're gonna like.
It's all about that's it, right? It's my childhood, what my mother made. It's kind of like what you're used to, you know. And
no, it does make sense. All right, so my gelatin is, I think, ready. So I'm going to take it out. This is where your kids could like play with it. It's like so funny texture. So I'm gonna bring it a little bit. And I do like to microwave it because I'm not gonna be working with very warm liquid. Normally you would add it to warm liquid and you would stir it until it dissolves, but I'm not gonna be working with very warm liquid. So I'm going to actually add.
So I'm going over there for 2 seconds.
All right, 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right, so now I'll add a little bit of water. Add a little more. Oops. My hands are clean. Don't worry about that. And I'm going to microwave this on high for about 5 seconds, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's going to dissolve completely, and that's what you want. All right. See, it already started dissolving. I don't know if you can tell from the screen. Let me bring this up a little more. Okay. It's still a little stretchy. I don't know if you can see. So I'm going to stir it really well, and then it looks like it needs a few more seconds. So a few more seconds, here we go. You don't want to overheat it. You don't want to overheat it, so make sure that you don't overheat it. Oh, Jennifer doesn't like custard either. Texture thing. I love custard. Oh, I can't wait to see the cookies, June. That's going to be really fun. What do you put in whipped cream to make it sweet? So I think Marlyn, I don't know if she put the maple syrup. I think she put maple syrup on her strawberries. I do powdered sugar. All right, so it looks like this is done. See, it's perfectly smooth. So now I'm going to put it on the side here, and we're gonna just let it cool a little bit while I'm whipping the whipped cream. This is basically how you make stabilized whipped cream. All right, so I've got my bowls in the fridge. And I will be brutally honest, normally I don't chill my bowls when I make my whipping cream. All right, so this is what I have. This is a 35% heavy cream. I don't know where Mar went. Hopefully she's coming back sometime soon. So I'm going to actually color my whipping cream with green, and the one is going to be white.
Well, I got to tell you, I can't imagine.
Look how thick this is. I mean, this is like, it's so thick. It's, I mean.
It's like butter. I can't imagine how much food goes in the garbage on a food show, because you have to have every step ready. Like, you know what I mean? So that you don't look.
Well, in my defense, I'm going to show the guys that I didn't really throw anything, because I actually cut the cake in half. So I have already poked my cake and it's poked. So I have that in the fridge. So I'll just show how to poke it, and maybe you guys can give me some ideas with what is it that they use to poke the cake. I could only find drinking straw. I don't know what else you can use. Like a back of
what about the handle of your wooden spoon? The end of
the spoon, I guess. Yeah, I guess that would also. I'm hoping this is gonna whip. This is so heavy looking. So this is half cup. I'm not gonna need a whole lot of decorations, but I decided to make it more interesting. So I'm gonna make some flowers. And what's great about whipped cream, you can make piped flowers and stick them in the freezer. And then once they're frozen, you can peel them off. And you can decorate your cake. And where's my green food coloring? So if you plan on coloring your whipping cream, add the food coloring before you start whipping. I use a fork, the back of the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
She went to mix more cream. Okay, did you? Okay, so now I'm going to. I also need some powdered sugar. Now my powdered sugar here, it's very, very kind of. There's lots of lumps.
And it's expensive.
And it is quite pricey, yes. It has lots of lumps. I don't like to use a lot of powdered sugar in my whipping cream, because I find like it's then overwhelming. So
can I just mention, ideally you're sealing the cake in the glass so that no air can make it stale. If I can just mention that, Han.
I'm sorry again?
I was just saying, when you're filling the top of the cup, seal it, like put whipped cream so that there's no air that gets to the cake.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So that if you put it back in the fridge, your cake isn't going to get all dry.
Am I able to mute myself, or do you have to mute myself?
Oh, you can, but I can do it for you. You're muted. So thanks for being patient with us, guys. We're trying. I mean, she's in Spain. I'm in Montreal, Quebec. Let me tell you, it's not easy always to have it work out here. I'm just moving the whipped cream so that I see it connecting to the glass, so that, like I say, my stuff won't get stale when I put it back in the fridge. There. And now I'm just shaking it there so it connects, and I'm just putting a strawberry on top. They had a stem on them, so I thought that was pretty. So they're mine, and she's whipping away, trying to be quiet for you guys so that it doesn't make a racket, because the mixer's not necessarily much of a serenade. So here, let me look back. So what was Jeremy saying? Oh, the kids are needy. Well, thank God you're there then. That's wonderful. Many kids are needy and have no one there. So they're lucky kids. Tiny red leaves, yes. There's so many different decorating options. I didn't hear what she was saying. Yes, absolutely. June has her grandkids over regularly. They do baking together. It's, I mean, I guess we love it so much. Here, let me put the other angle in. They look nice from this. Is it this side? Here, let me put this so you can see it there. The lighting isn't great, but you see, if you have people in, those will have them talking, you know. As soon as you have people in that aren't bakers, you don't have to set the bar very high to impress them. They're easily impressed. Oh, she's back. Hello?
No, I'm not.
Oh, she's not back. She's putting green in. Well, it's true. Sadly, it's true. Even the kids have parents, but the parents are checked out, busy with their own issues. Oh, my kitchen is actually a mess. I have literally whipped cream everywhere. The screen, all on my camera, I have whipped cream everywhere. I didn't realize how it, in a low bowl, how much it flies around. I would say I'm probably a bit of a dark person in general, like like joke-wise, you know? Not so rainbows and unicorn. I'm not a, you know, but I don't do horror pictures either. Yes, well, that's it. I got these plastic cups. My son's having a little party with his friends tomorrow for the graduation. So I'm going to use the leftover cake, and I have a huge flat of strawberries, so that's what I'm going to be using those for. Yes, it's perfect. Easy peasy. That's what I like. Yes, sarcasm is always, yes, I like a nice dose of sarcasm as well. Well, I do make rainbow and unicorn cookies, though. So now I know how she was feeling when she was monologuing. So much easier. Like people who do the lives alone, I don't know how they do it because, I mean, it's really, yes, you're interacting with the audience, but it's like you're all alone. Team sarcasm, yes, yes, yes. I have to monitor myself a lot during the lives because I don't really have much of a, it's like head and then it comes out, and that's not very good during a live stream. So I have to be very careful with myself because usually it's just thought and out. Yes, Han loves to dance. She actually jogs and she gets to the top of the mountain and she dances, and the neighbors or something will be walking by and she gets looks. But you get to a point where you know, when you're young, every little thing you care about, and then as you get older, you realize nobody cares and you just do your own thing. Yes, it can be very tricky. Absolutely.
So what I did there, sorry to interrupt. Oops. What I did there, I added my color and then I added powdered sugar. You can also add vanilla.
Did you put pepper in your cake? Rachel wants to know.
Pepper. 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 Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we should start putting pepper in the cake. I don't know. No pepper. No pepper today. All right, so I've got here, okay, piping bags.
I'm just going to pop my things in the fridge here.
I'm somewhat organized, all right? So keep with me. Stay with me. All right, so we're going to put some leaves. So I've got, the leaves should be probably bigger, right? So it's 104 petal. And then for the flowers, those are going to be white. I'm going to use 103. I have made large flowers with a, you know, the giant Wilton petal tip, but they're in a freezer, but they're so big. No pepper, that was food coloring, yes. Oh yes, yes, it looks because it's quite a little. Yeah, there's just a little bit left. So when you're trying to get it out, I normally add a little bit of corn syrup in it, and I give it a good shake to get like most of it. Oh, I get it now. Yes, thank you for explaining. I wasn't understanding. All right. So now we can put. I'm gonna start, I guess, with the flowers. Oh, I'm all over the place. I need to prep my parchment. So if you haven't done any piped flowers, these are really simple and they're really easy to do.
Have you used the Russian piping tips with whipped cream? Because that's a question I get.
I have it. We can test it after, like once I'm done, we can test it because I was going to use it. But I remember one time I've used it. I think that I have used it, but then now I don't remember whether it was the Russian piping tip or the rose, you know?
Because I get that question a lot on the video that I have on YouTube.
I've seen actually a video where they use it with stabilized whipped cream. I think I have used it, but I think you have to use the tip with large openings, you know, like this one. Not the one that maybe I don't know. Do they come even with larger gaps?
I think that's pretty much the biggest one.
So they recommended, and I would say as well that you need to use the one with larger opening, so the whipped cream kind of hold this shape and it looks like something. All right, so now I'm going to cut it into squares. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Like I said, it is very unplanned. I had this sophisticated thing planned, and now, yeah, no ice cream cake. So we're doing the poke cake. But because I have to overcomplicate things, I'm piping some flowers that will go on top.
That's all the fun.
I've got my very small flower nail here.
Connie caught me eating. Oh my God, where'd you get that thing?
Oh, isn't that fancy?
Where did you get it?
Oh, I made it.
You made it?
Of course.
No, seriously.
I make everything. I made it. No, I bought it. Of course, I bought it. They sell these in different sizes depending on the flowers. And I was making, or I was gonna make, meringue flowers, you know. And if they want them large, okay, I should probably start doing this because it will.
Less talking, more working.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you here, Lynn is saying she made your raspberry curd last week. It was the best thing she's ever had in her mouth. However, strawberry could be nice.
Thank you, Lynn. That is so sweet. Thank you. All right, so now to pipe the flowers, super simple. I'm going to set this aside.
Kathleen, I do wash my piping bags, and I think Han does too on occasion. You wash them?
Yes. This is actually freshly washed. It's been reused many times, and it is the T+1.
And
all right, so let's get going. Super simple. So I'm using petal tip. This is 103 for the flowers. You don't want to handle whipped cream for too long. That's why I only added a little bit of whipped cream because the warmth of your hand is going to soften it up, even if it's stabilized. I'm going to pipe 5 petals because strawberry flowers have 5 petals. Narrow part of the tip is facing out, and white part is facing out.
So on Friday, do you know what you're doing?
We're doing
4th of July.
4th of July. I did. I think I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna put it in my face there because I can't find anything else.
Oh.
I think I'm doing Take on Stars and 4th of July.
So on Friday, we're on with Sweet Ams. If you're new to the live stream, Han and I are on Tuesday, and then on Friday, we're joined by Amber of Sweet Ams. And we do mostly cookies on Friday, but we're switching it up on Tuesdays. Oh, let me switch cameras. I'm slacking off on my duty. This is a little tricky to see, Han. I'll tell you. Your white icing is reflecting.
I don't like. Okay, let me.
Oh, Amber's doing Canada Day, but she doesn't know which one she's doing. I told her to make a poutine cookie. Poutine. You guys know what poutine is?
With maple syrup. Okay, let's see. Is this better? It's a little out of focus.
I forgot, Michelle. I woke up there. I switched it up. Amy came on to help Han there to help me when Han was basically transitioning to Spain, and now Han is back.
I'm back.
She's back.
Okay,
The move to Spain from United States was quite, it was a big thing. And then her home that she purchased needed a lot of work, so it was long before she could set her kitchen up and get herself, ready to work.
Work in progress, but we have maybe 95% of bags, boxes unpacked.
It's not pretty. Poutine is not a pretty thing.
Okay, so we don't really need a whole lot of these flowers because my cake is fairly small. But can you see better now?
Yeah, it's good. It's just before the light was reflecting,
my exposure was,
and it because you're piping white on that silver reflective thing, so we see very well.
This is a flower nail, folks.
Yeah, it's good, but I'm just telling you.
Usually large flower nail. If you're piping a lot of big flowers, this is a great thing to have. And it's very lightweight. What I like about it, it's very lightweight. So if you're making a lot of these, your wrist is not gonna tire that easy.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
No, I would say some of the most delicious things are not really good looking, right?
Well, that's it. I find the kids, when they're around in the kitchen when I'm making supper, if they catch something, they'll be like, "Oh, Mom, get away. Come back when it's finished."
Oh.
All
right, so we can put these in the freezer, or you can put these in the freezer. I'm going to actually put this in the fridge so we can then maybe, if you have time.
I think, though, Teresa, they've come out with piping tips for left-handed people. Pretty sure.
All right, so now I'm going to. Now, I haven't tried to make the leaves before, so there's first time for everything, right? No, I have tried making leaves, but not with not with whipped cream.
But that must be this one would be, in my mind, easier than making the flowers.
Oh, the leaves?
Well, in my mind. You're not in frame. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so as you know, strawberries, they have these.
Oh, you're making fancy leaves. I thought you were just doing a normal leaf. You're being fancy.
I'm going to try. I told you I like to complicate things. I thought you knew that about me.
So she's going to get jiggy with it. See, it's a lot of wiggling. Ah, you made it look so easy.
Oh, but it's not the right shape. I don't like it.
We'll forgive you.
It's not the right shape. No, it's being tossed away.
It's getting tossed?
Yes, I didn't like it.
And is this one passing the test?
Yes, this is much better. This is much better. All right, so one more, or maybe few more. I don't know. We'll see. You get the idea. Again, the narrow part of the tip is facing out, and the wide part is facing in. And you're basically going back and forth with your hand. So I'm starting, and it's like a zigzag. And as I'm piping,
you made.
I come to the top, I'm sorry.
I'm just directing them to your royal icing version. You made a YouTube video with the flowers
Yes.
and the leaves for.
It was actually, if you look up fancy.
Oh
for the
yes.
Mother's Day, fancy picture or something base. For Mother's Day, I used obviously a smaller tip, but it's the same idea for the leaves. And I'm not using a leaf tip, like this is a petal tip. Very basic petal tip. You can use it to make flowers, roses, so many different things.
That's a 104, right?
This one is 104, yes, that is correct. So yeah, as I'm turning it, so once I reach the height I want for my leaf, I start turning my nail, and I pipe the other side.
So Han's working in whipped cream. Normally, if you're used to watching us live, we're usually in royal icing. Today, she's working in whipped cream, and you can see once you've mastered cookie decorating, you can pretty much pipe in anything, wouldn't you say?
The thing about the whipped cream, like I think I added more gelatin to the green because it pipes nicer. It's not as soft as the white one. Or it might as well be the food coloring. Sometimes food coloring, Amber, I think she mentioned that her royal icing, when she adds food coloring, it gets thicker. So maybe there is an additional like stabilizer in it that it makes it a bit thicker. And you can make it also smaller. Awesome. Well, Connie, keep us posted if you try any of the recipes. We love to hear from you. And follow us on Instagram. We have a new account dedicated just to the bake-alongs. It's called Baking with My BFF.
What consistency, Julie, you mean for her strawberries? Or the royal icing version? Is that what you mean?
I need to find another. Let me just grab this. So I'm in the freezer. So see, these are the ones I made earlier. Look how giant these are. These are quite big. But look, and this is whipped cream. So I'm going to, because they're frozen, I'm going to stack them on top of each other. I'm going to add my small leaves here.
How long could you freeze those for?
Oh, I would like, I would say like 2 weeks maybe. I would cover them up. Like once you freeze them, you can then like stack them gently.
Would you put a saran wrap over that?
Yes, absolutely. I'm putting these in the freezer, so
okay.
I'll be 2 seconds.
You see her countertop? That's her new island. It's quite a production to get that in the house and installed. Bye, Connie.
It was, I think 7 people were bringing that in the house.
Hello, Sue.
All right, so I'm going to put this in the fridge as well, so it doesn't get too soft. And then I'm going to.
So she's got a lot of parts for her cake there. So this month, Han has to stream for 10 hours. So that's why we're streaming 2 times this week. We're trying to get the hours for her to get her Facebook reward. And I have to go check on Facebook. I was missing 82 stars to hit my target. They wanted 5,000 stars, and then I was going to get my Facebook reward. And Amber has to get 10,000. Her channel is bigger, and her Facebook page is bigger. So they made her target bigger.
Well, let me tell you, it's a workout to fit anything in the fridge.
Well, but like you were saying, not everybody has, like you have a big fridge, but not everybody has the space, right, to put all like the cookie dough and the this, that, and the other thing that,
well,
right?
I didn't always have that much space, I have to say. It wasn't always the case.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much for the stars. I've hit my target, I think, Han.
Did you? Awesome. Let's celebrate.
Thank you very much.
All right, so now we're going to go back, and I'm going to show you how I made my strawberry syrup. Now, those of you who make poke cake, do you guys use the Jell-O or do you make your own syrup? Because I kind of try to stay away from Jell-O because it's very artificial. Not only the food color, but also I think the taste, unless you can find an all-natural brand. So, and obviously here I couldn't find Jell-O.
So oh, you couldn't find Jell-O. I was going to say, that's what I was going to ask you. In there's no such thing as Jell-O there.
No. Well, maybe if I looked, but I really didn't.
Yeah.
What I ended up doing, I bought frozen strawberries, and I couldn't find fresh ones, and I made a syrup. Now, for this cake, you really don't need as much as I'm using. I think you would be fine with just one packaging, but I ended up putting both. It was 300 grams of strawberries, and then you can add anything you want to it. Like you could just add water and then sweeten it after. I ended up adding sugar and a little bit of water, and I also like to add lemon juice. I just find that lemon juice it enhances flavor of strawberries and raspberries and also blueberries. And you can give us thumbs up if you think the same. I like to put my lemon into a microwave for 30 seconds to get the most out of it. And then you can juice it. This is my new lemon juicer. I couldn't find what's the other thing called? The wooden, do you have it?
I don't know the name of it. I know what you're talking about, but I couldn't tell you.
Is it River?
I have no idea.
I have no idea now. So
put it in the comments if you know the contraption to.
Exactly. And I'm gonna cook it on medium heat until strawberries are soft. Now, because I wanted to use some strawberries as a garnish, I didn't really work with them too much. I wanted them to stay whole, most of them anyway. So you want to be gentle if you are planning on using them later, or some of them. And then once it's cooked, you see how liquid it becomes. And this is the good stuff we're going to pour into the cake.
They didn't really break down, eh? They stayed.
They didn't know. That's what I was like, oh, wow, they're staying to look, like now, once it cools, it darkens in color. And now I'm going to save some of the whole strawberries that I was able to fish out. And hopefully they will look okay. If they look ugly, I'm not going to use them on a cake.
So I'm just we got a question from Brenda about stars. So stars are basically a way to kind of send support to us. It's like a tip jar, but normally if you donate via Coffee, that's a different platform because Facebook takes a significant chunk of your donations here on the platform, whereas Coffee, there's 0 fees. But they were having a reward system. They want us to use the stars, and it's basically 3 times the amount I'm going to be receiving from Facebook. So of course it was worth it, and so we wanted to hit our target, and that's the why. So normally, if you do want to contribute to the live stream, if you want us to receive all of that, Coffee's the platform to do that from because they don't take anything. So Han has a coffee, I have a coffee, and so does Amber. We all have a coffee shop.
I ended up mashing them instead of, if you have a food processor, but I find if you're working with this small amount of strawberry sauce, a lot of the sauce gets, on the walls, in the bowl of your food processor. So the technical squeezy thing. Oh yes, it is. Is that how it's pronounced? Reamer? Rasp or zester? Oh no, not the zester. Zester, squeezy thing. I like that. That is my style. That's squeezy. And everybody's like, what? All right, so that's how I made the sauce. Now you could, like I said, if you don't like the bits of strawberry flush there, you can use a food processor, or even better would be the immersion blender, which is it's easier to clean and you don't have so much waste. But I didn't do that. I just mashed it. And then I also wanted to show you, this is how I turned my cake up, upside down to remove the parchment.
Your cake baked beautifully.
Thank you. I decided, since poke cake, according to recipes I found online, it's to rest for a little bit. Then I'm going to actually cut the cake in half. And so I just cut it in half, and one half I prepared ahead of time. I poked it and I poured the syrup over it. And the other half I'm going to do now. Now I do have a question for those of you who make poke cakes regularly. Do you put Jello, like I assume you use Jello because it sets. So then the cake, is that why the Jello is used? Anyone can maybe answer?
I have no idea.
All right. So well, anyway, so you can either. I ended up actually using a little bit of gelatin, and I'm gonna just use. Oh, this is already setting. Look. Isn't that fun?
There's the gelatin.
Yeah, I love gelatin. Look how it's setting. Nice and clear. So you don't. I guess what I'm trying to say. In my first version, the one that is in the fridge, I used a little bit of gelatin, but I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. I mean, if you feel like you have to use it, then you would follow the same process I showed you earlier, where you did, you bloom the gelatin, and then you dissolve it, and then you would mix it with your syrup. All right. Oh, let's poke the cake. Okay, so
Thunder Smasher, yes. Patreon takes a percentage, Donna, but very reasonable. It is a service. I don't expect them to not make money, but a very reasonable, very reasonable.
So I've got my poking tool here.
Thanks, Julie, for joining us.
So I assume this is how it's done. Just poke it like that.
So Bonnie's saying, I don't know, I pour the Jello on the cake in the cake pan and the juice is contained in the pan.
Okay.
I think that sounds right, Hani. The gelatin sets instead of remaining.
Maybe I should make some then. Is it okay if I make some?
Make what? Gelatin?
Yeah.
Do it.
Let me just get one sheet. I'm just gonna do one sheet. Oops. Or 2 sheets. Because 2 sheets is about 1 teaspoon of granulated. So I'll do 2 sheets. Yeah, it's not like this package has only 10 units, so 10 sheets, which is not a whole lot, but it's fairly cheap, I have to say. It's not like very expensive.
It's not an expensive ingredient.
No, it's not very expensive. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna pour water.
So while she's doing her thing, I'm just going to show you. So our first bake-along, we made sugar cookies. This is her recipe on her blog. She put sprinkles in hers, and I put zest from a lemon, a lime, and a orange. And that's what you see in mine. And on last Friday, for the live cookie decorating day, she made the flamingo, and I made those flip-flops. The templates are in our coffee shop. Are you still poking?
And tomorrow I'm making the flamingo again, doing the live on Instagram.
Oh, you're doing the live tomorrow with Amber on Instagram. At what time?
We are going back and we are going. I'm doing at noon, and then Amber is going to follow up after me. So it should be a really fun hour.
More Facebook requirements. That's why they're on there so much. You guys are wondering. Okay, we're like. That's it. That's the one.
I don't want to say it, but like, don't get used to it because it's so like this week I'm going live 4 times, and it is quite like I have to say it's like you prepare for it almost like half of the day.
Well, how many cakes did you bake for just today?
Well, today I baked 3.
3 cakes. It's so much preparation. So much.
Because the ice cream one didn't turn out. It was a failure. It's in the freezer, but and then I baked this one just so I can quickly. Thankfully, it bakes so fast. It's like it really is like a 30-minute cake. Like from the prep to out of the oven.
Yes. Hello, Firefly. I know that's not your name, but.
Okay. It makes me laugh because I love during this time in the US. I haven't noticed it here, but we had fireflies in the backyard, and it was so beautiful. So many of them. We always said that we have Las Vegas in our backyard because we had just. How do you guys call them? Because some people call them fireflies, and some people call them. Hi, Katie.
Hello.
Some people call it's firefly or lightning bugs. Yes, lightning bugs.
Hello. Is it Lourdes? I think this is Madonna's daughter's name, isn't it, Lourdes?
Yes, it is.
Hello.
This is what it looks like. You see all the chunks of strawberries in there. It's so good.
Oh, yes, Han. Jennifer's curious about your coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Are you having a senior moment? You put that in the cake yesterday.
Coconut oil, it's just fine. Yeah, it's fine. It didn't I don't think it lended too much of the flavor of the coconut to the cake because I did have a little bite. But it was it was fine. It wasn't overpowering or anything like that. But if you
I got a can of the coconut oil, for when you're making, and I had it to make scrambled eggs. Boy, I didn't like that.
Oh no, I don't think I would like that. No, scrambled eggs, it's a full butter operation. No.
Yeah. It's trying to be healthy.
No, I think I am also very, very healthy, trying to be healthy, but I think, there are things that I would not do.
Here's something you might like.
Yes, that is very much true. But I cooked the strawberries, and what happens when you cook pineapple, strawberries, and other tropical fruits, they don't set well. There's an enzyme, I think it's called B of something, start on B, and so you can remove the enzyme by fully cooking the strawberries. So that's what I did. So you can. I think that it's the strawberry, pineapple, kiwi fruit is also known for it. Ginger. Although I don't know why you would, I guess, make mixed ginger with gelatin, but yes. Okay. So I'm going to now.
I normally do, but my son was on some health kick and he wanted that and it was there and I regretted it after.
You regretted it? What?
And we're talking about the coconut oil for the eggs.
Oh, yes.
So Han, you've crossed over your hour. You were wondering if you wouldn't have time.
Oh, so you're good. Okay, you still have time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but we have to finish. So I'm gonna put this in the microwave.
It's fine. So our target was 1 hour 15 today. So she would have to stream 8 times instead of 10 times at 1 hour.
Oh, and I also wanted to add that you can actually I've made strawberry mousse, which is also made with strawberries. So you make strawberry puree, but you cook the strawberries. And it is absolutely.
Well? Did you make that as well today?
No.
I was going to say, my gosh.
No, but I was. So I mean, you can also, I've used strawberries to make strawberry mousse. And it set really nicely, so it was fine. So now I'm just going to pour this into my syrup. You want to make sure that your syrup is not too cold.
You want to move it over just a bit in the frame there.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to be adding all of the syrup because this cake, I'm only using half of it.
So what else would you use that syrup for?
The syrup? Or you can just drink it up or mix it with, I don't know, make a cocktail. But I would strain it. I don't think cocktail with the floating strawberries would be.
Now that you have the gelatin in it, I don't know if you want to make a cocktail.
No, now with the gelatin, I don't think so. I can just pour it into a cup. I think it's going to set very soft.
Oh, pancakes. Very good,
Oh
Jeremy.
yeah, pancakes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Pancakes.
June 2nd's the pancake idea.
Oh,
I actually boil blueberries in maple syrup, and that's pretty good on pancakes.
so is this how it's done, guys? I mean, am I doing it okay?
No, you have to pour faster. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Faster, okay.
Oh, in champagne, if you're feeling fancy,
oh yes.
you can have yourself a little.
I would make strawberry gummy bears.
A what?
Gummy bears.
I don't know what that is. Strawberry.
Gummy bear.
Oh, gummies. Yes, yes, yes. You had made gummies.
Yes, I had made wine gummies. If you haven't made those, guys, let me tell you. Let me tell you. You start with 5 and you end up eating 20, and then you feel a little.
Yes.
Happy.
Oh,
Happy.
You could put it on ice cream. You love your ice cream.
Yes. You know, the shop was closed yesterday. I was a little disappointed.
Oh,
but I understand they do need to take a break because they are open during the weekend.
So what are we making again next week? Speaking of ice cream, next Tuesday we're making brownie. We bought brownie mix and we're going to make brownie cups and then we're going to make sundaes. So
okay, yes, I'm excited about that. So I don't think I need to add more. I think it's okay. So at this point, you want to cover this up with the foil or with the food wrap. I have done so and it's in the fridge, so I'm going to take it out. But before, I guess I should probably make my second whipping cream.
more whipped cream.
Yes. Well, what do you want to eat this? This doesn't look very appetizing. Oh, well, you would eat it anyway.
So she's putting it in the fridge and she's going to whip more cream.
Yeah.
So
the one I made earlier.
Does that mean I'm monologuing again? I'm going to have to work on my comedy show.
What did you say? You're going to have to work on your comedy skit? So this is the one I prepared earlier today. I think.
Oh, she did one. Oh my gosh, this is actually. So yeah, if you want to chip into the that means donations.
Sorry, but if I was to serve this to someone, I would have to leave the room because as it is, it looks like a rat, like almost like rotting meat or something, you know.
I have to say, it is not particularly pretty, but I'm
going to beautify it. Don't worry. We're going to beautify it. I made myself cry a little.
It's looking a tad rough. I have to say, strawberries, they do not make a pretty color. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
when you cook them, they lose their color.
And
a lot of people will use baking soda, but I think baking soda also kills a lot of the good stuff. You know, to retain color. But I prefer just keep the good stuff.
Amber made strawberry sugar cookies. I don't know if they were shortbread, but she has a recipe on her coffee shop where she used dehydrated strawberries. So now Han is using her Spanish whipped cream, which is, she says, capable of making butter.
It's so thick. The stuff is so thick that I think we are allergic to it.
Oh yeah,
I think we are both allergic to it. Like it's gonna be.
Reacting well to it. So what are you gonna do with that cake if you can't eat it?
No.
You're gonna give it to the neighbor?
Well, today I saw they have 4 little kids there, and today I saw 2 little boys. They were venturing out, so I might not knock. I mean, like knock on the door and see if they want it. I'm not gonna tell them that I would. I mean, I don't know. Well, I think if I eat it in small quantities, it should be fine. But I'm not gonna die. Is this coming out? This is actually Chef Master Deep Pink. Oh, that's a big blob of pink.
Yes, the neighbors in the States loved her as well. when you give a little bit of desserts like that, then people start expecting it, and that's when it gets unpleasant.
Yes.
That's when it gets unpleasant, and then they start ordering cakes from you for free. It's like, sorry, you're getting the cake that I needed to make for a video. You're not getting to place orders.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself. Sorry. Okay.
So if you guys have any questions, she'll be back in a second. She's just muted herself because of the mixer there. She's, I think, on her third electric handheld mixer in Spain. I guess the quality she's having trouble finding, because I mean, she does use her mixer quite a bit. So they die on her. She added, I guess, a little bit of the food color so that it would have a prettier pigment. You add a bit of food color, that makes sense. What is she doing now? Oh, some Dr. Utker, who knows what. What is that?
This is actually, folks, and you can find an alternative to this in the States on Amazon. It's a whipped cream stabilizer.
Oh.
So you can add this if you don't feel like messing with the gelatin. You can just add this, stuff. I'm not gonna be, well, no, I'll just add one packet. It's a packet of stuff.
Dr. Utker has a lot more products in Europe, I find. There, I muted her again. I went to England a few years ago, and I actually picked up quite a few Dr. Utker products. They had lovely pearls that were really a soft bite, because often the pearls are so hard. And they also had wonderful gold spray, like the pearl and gold spray. It was available at the grocery store, and it worked really nice. But I did manage to get through it, and it's kind of far to get another bottle. But when I looked online, I didn't see that it was still in their collection. So I don't know if they stopped making that gold spray, but it was very, very good. The whipped cream's a little misleading, though, when it's that color. You think it's going to taste like strawberries, and it tastes just... I didn't put vanilla in mine, come to think of it. That would have been good. Is she done? There we go.
Okay, so this is also very, very dry.
Looks awesome. Nice and thick.
Thank you. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't want you sick on camera.
No. All right, so now I'm going to actually spread this in an even layer. I'm gonna try, and then I thought I would try a fun technique that you can try at home.
Are they still make it, Susan? I thought it was a great product.
What is it?
The Dr. Utker, they sell, like, like the canned Miss Wilton makes?
Yes.
They sell a gold version, and it's very, very nice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There is actually a brand here, and it's I believe it's a what's the word? Subsidiary. How do you pronounce it? I can't have a hard time with it.
Yeah, I know the word. You're subsidiary. Yes. I think that's it. Yes. Subsidiary.
Yes. It's, I believe, of a U.S. brand. I have to double check again because I can't remember exactly the name of the brand. I'm just gonna spread it and make more whipped cream, but this is gonna be great for the second layer. Oops.
So normally, I don't know anything about a poke cake, but I'm just watching you. Do you think that normally you would have baked the cake in that Pyrex and then soaked it in the same pan?
Yeah, exactly. Like if I didn't cut it in half, I would do it all in a pan. All in that pan, but I didn't feel like baking it out of it, to be honest.
Oh, Heather's saying, could you have added strawberry jello, I guess, jello instead of plain gelatin? She doesn't have jello in Spain.
I don't have strawberry jello here.
Yeah. So Spain,
So
she doesn't have
I
access.
didn't look for strawberry jello. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, really quickly, we're going to do fork decorating. So I'm going to, I've never done this before, so hopefully it will work. Have you done this before, Mar?
No.
I wonder if I have to. Okay, so yeah. Do you know where I'm going with this?
No. Are you going to do a plaid?
You still don't know where I'm going with this? Do you or do you not?
No. Oh,
Do you?
I don't know what you're doing. Are you? You're doing basket weave? Is that it?
Oh, excellent. I'm trying. It's this way, right? Am I messing it up? No, good. I'm talking to myself. Yes, this is how you can kind of quickly decorate your cake. I mean, it's kind of starting to look like a flag almost.
Or maybe you have your idea for Friday.
Oh, did I mess it up? It's confusing to me. Okay, you get the idea. I'm going to take the flowers out. I'm going to, this is not smooth. Okay. Now, hopefully the flowers are firm enough.
Well, the other ones you made earlier should be.
Oh, it should be fine. If I can find where I put it in which. Okay.
So are you trying to get the whole 10 hours done today?
No, we are almost done. So you see, it froze and now I can peel them off.
I'm just teasing you, Anne.
Oh, are you? Okay. You're not funny. If you thought it was funny, it's not funny.
I told you I'm working on my material.
You're kind of funny. Well, that was funny. Do I do, I'm sorry, putting this back because we need to do the leaves and greenery first, I think.
What are you doing? The what?
Greenery? Okay, let's not do that then. Okay, you're confusing me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm confused as well.
Oh, okay, so let's just have a little fun with this.
So if you're new, if you just arrived, she made those out of whipped cream and froze them. And that's why she's able to handle them. They're frozen solid. But they're whipped cream just like the cake. And so once they thaw, they'll be all the same kind of like bite. She's not going to have any hard parts.
It's already softening up, so you have to work fairly quickly. So it's like a cute little strawberry cake. And then we have some sprinkles. And if you'd like to support our weekly bake-alongs, you can do so in the coffee shop.
There's the link to the coffee shop. Thanks to everybody that sent stars today. Justin, thank you for taking me over my requirement. I hit my goal. Thank you very much. That's appreciated.
Okay.
That's a pretty pink.
Thank you. Deep pink from Chefmaster.
I really don't think myself that it would look nice to put your boiled strawberries on top in this. Just my opinion. I think it would look
You didn't think what?
to put the boiled strawberries you were thinking about.
Yeah, I don't know if they're here. I think it would look kind of
Sloppy.
sloppy, so we are not going to do that.
I don't think so.
So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna swap out this piping tip for a round one.
Okay, and oh, you're putting some vines or something?
Well, I guess those do some lines. I don't know.
I don't think she even had any June. She didn't. That's why she made this cake. She couldn't find fresh strawberries, so she just had the frozen ones. That's what was the dilemma for poor Han. She went out on the hunt, bought strawberry ice cream, thinking she was going to make strawberry kind of ice cream cake, and then the strawberry ice cream wasn't chilling. It was too soft, and so when you're live, you have to kind of.
All right, so to make the strawberry flowers more like strawberry flowers, I'm going to use yellow nopperals. These little pouches are $1 or something like that. They're fantastic. The only thing that I'm missing now is something to cut the. Oh, found them.
Yeah.
Right. So just make a small opening.
The non-pareil are perfect for. I just choked.
Oh,
Took a breath and it went down. They're great because they don't hurt your teeth. Han, I'm going to be right back. I think I might.
Are you all right? Just get some water, okay? All right, so this is the poke cake that I made today. Those of you joining us, it's all whipped cream. I piped the flowers with whipped cream and then I froze them. And then once they're frozen, you can peel them off the parchment. They do get soft fairly quickly, so you don't have to wait for these to thaw or anything like that. You can serve it right away. And I'm going to put this recipe with the ingredients in a coffee. Oh, excellent. So should I give myself a slice?
Here's mine.
Okay.
I made cups and Han made a cake.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with your cups next time. This is so elaborate.
I'll save mine for tonight with my family.
It's not too bad, huh? Like from the raw meat to this, it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm eating the leftover strawberries.
Okay, I'm going. Oh, this is so soft. I can. You see how the leaf it's cutting through easily. I can't even cut a straight line. I swear there was no boost. Okay, I can't wait to try this.
Yes.
Okay, can I? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna fish this out.
So how close are you to having your camera working to live
downstairs? Yes. Ooh. Oh, where am I? What am I?
Very nice.
I know you wouldn't like it. Oh, let's see. Well, we can maybe remove my Okay. How close? Well, I'm very close. All right, guys. So here we go. This is my version of a strawberry shortcake poke cake. It's a really long name, strawberry shortcake poke cake. And let's see. Oh,
it's good.
It's good. It's actually very good. Yeah, I love the literally you could soak the whole cake, and I love that stuff. It's not too sweet.
I'll pull mine out for supper tonight. Everybody will be thrilled.
Nice. Very nice.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. So next Tuesday, we'll be making our brownie cups, and on Friday, it's 4th of July and Canada Day.
Yes, decorated cookies. 4th of July, I'm going with a star theme. So I still have to bake some cookies, but it's going to be all about stars, I think.
Where's the picture here?
And tomorrow I'm doing actually live with Sweet Ems. Amber and I will be doing live starting at noon on Instagram. I'm going to be decorating flamingo cookies, making some transfers, talk about transfers, and we'll make some flowers, and we'll just have, we'll take Q&A, and it will be a fun early afternoon. So I hope you guys can join us. Thank you so much for sticking in. It's been an hour and a half. I can't believe it. I was a little worried that I'm going to be done really, really fast, but this was fun. And it came like, honestly, I didn't plan any of this. Like, I really didn't plan. It was very last minute, and it worked out really well.
Well, I mean, it was just because we thought about strawberry shortcakes a while ago, and then all the So anyway,
but I never thought they wouldn't have it, so it worked out well. And if for example you are in an area where you don't have strawberries, this is another alternative. You can use frozen strawberries to make something like that.
Go have something to eat.
Go have something to eat, but don't start with. I mean, yes, dessert first, but no, don't start with dessert. Dessert is next.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on. Baking with my BFF on Instagram. And send us pictures if you try any of the recipes that we are trying. We'd love to hear what you guys think. And
you can watch this on replay. We save them, so if you are arriving late, you can rewatch it, and you can watch last week's when we made sugar cookies. These cookies.
Yes, absolutely, we made cookies, and quite a few people sent in pictures. They made cookies as well. Next week we are making brownie cups.
So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.